Okay, this is the best I could do. You can see I have everything over here, so I'm going to show you. Test one is test one. Test one is test one. There's one. It ran test one. Here's two. Test two. It's two. Here's your two. I'm sorry, it's over here. Here's your two. So that's test two. Here comes three. And it's running. It's got the multi-state product here. It's doing the inside part. This is test three. It's a four. It's running test three. It's doing the inside part. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And this is the part Intel Corporation wanted. This is what they sent me to Intel Corporation to kill me for. They didn't like the technician invented this. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that people don't know about. What you did is you made my name mud, and I don't appreciate it because you did some bad things to me, Mike's wife, and my face. So it finished that test, and I'm back. I ran up to a minute and ran out of time. So that was the part that Intel Corporation wanted from me. And when I was at Alcatel in 1998, 1997, 98, and Jeff Pando came in from DeVry. Jeff Pando told me, he goes, well, I'm only here for a refresher course. That's why I'm here. I actually work for, I think he said he worked for Intel at the time. I don't remember. He said he worked for somebody, but he's only there for a refresher course. He was doing better than everybody else in the class because he already took it before. Why did Jeff Pando show up at Alcatel right after I invented this, walking in with people from Alcatel? Why did Jeff Pando know who Charles Ray was? Tom Fuller from Lone Grove, 1988. Oh, here, this is really good. I got something I want to show you in a second. 1 second. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to stop and restart. Some really goods about a company you're not going to like. Ken Fondren, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to stop and restart. Okay, so I did 4. So here comes, I'm going to do 1, 2, 4. Here's 8. There's 8. So it'd be test 4, which is over here. Test 4 is an 8. Is it equal? It's equal to 8, so it's running test 4. So we're going to do test 5. Test 5 is equal to 16, so it's running test 5. And I'm going to show you that it's actually working the way I'm telling you. I mean, it didn't select it, didn't run it. So test 5. Test 5. I guess it did. It didn't work. Here's test 6, 32. Test 6 is 32. For some reason, the button it didn't select when I pressed 16. Sometimes the software gets buggy. I don't know why. I'm going to stop and restart. Okay, here we go. So I'll go back over here. So 32 ran 32 is test 6. So I'll run test 6. So I'll go to test 5. There it goes. 16. Test 5 is 16. So test 5 is 16. Ran the test. We'll go back to test 6 is 32. Test 6 is 32. It's running the test. And again, I don't know why, because this computer's acting up. Sometimes the mouse will freeze on me, and I don't know why. The same thing happened when I was working at AQS. What I do know is one time I was in this house, and I left, and when I came back, something was on my screen that wasn't on there before. And it had somebody giving me a middle finger. And I don't know who came in the house and did that, because I wasn't looking at something like that. But the person's name was the same name that was on a house out by Bethel Road by the cemetery where my grandmother's buried. Got some restart. Anyway, it's on the fence or sign or post box or something. I saw it as I was driving out there that same day. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Surely this person didn't come in the house to do this. I don't even know who the person was. But so here's test 7. Now test 7 should be 64. So here we go. Test 7, 64. There it is. So 64 is test 7, and it's going to end the test. It stops. You'll see it stop up here in a second. It stops. It's over. That's the test. That's final test. How it works, I'll show you the block diagram to prove to you that I wrote the software made it work. There we go. 35 seconds. I'm going to stop and restart and go to the block diagram. Okay, here's the block diagram. It's just right here behind it, right here, up here. So here's the block diagram. The ring has selections. I'll just show you what it is. So come on. I'm supposed to be able to edit. How do you edit this? I forgot. It's been a long time. Edit items. Okay, there you go. Edit items. There it goes. Let me check my time. 35 seconds. So test 1 is a 1. Test 2 is a 2, so it's 0 through 6. Test 6 is a 6. So that's how this is done. We'll go back to I'm going to stop and restart where it's sitting up here. It won't take a second. Okay, so that's how I have it. Select a test as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 6, right? So 0 means it just keeps running all the way through. That's what this is. If it's a 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, it runs whatever test it is. If it's 64, it ends. That means if it's anything other than 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, it's going to keep running the test over again. So if the number 128 was entered, 129, 256, 5, anything other than these numbers right here, it's just going to keep looping in a while loop forever. It'll keep going until you select something that's on this menu. And since I wrote the software, I made it where only these numbers can be selected. And if it's not these numbers, it's a 0. So I'm going to stop and restart, let you know that. Okay, here we go. So 0, it's a while loop. Just keeps going forever in the same loop over and over again. And that's what I'm going to show you back here. I'll close this. Cancel here. So that's what the ring is. So if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, what this is doing is it's saying is the number coming out of the ring a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. If it's one of those numbers, and then it ORs it over here, and then it puts it in a bit stream from bit 0 to bit 7. Well, there's 7 bits, so it's 0 to 6. Bit 0 to bit 6, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits. Take my time. Got to stop and restart. Okay, so now I've done that. It's 0. It checks which bit it is right here in this part, right over here, and it ORs it over here. It ORs it with a false. So it's either, actually, I don't even need the OR gate in here thinking about it. I don't need the OR gate. I could just get rid of that. Because all I do is OR with a false. It's either one or not. I don't even need that. But originally when I did this, I actually had OR gates and AND gates on here. And Carlton saw that, and I was getting ready to do that on here, and that's why I have these OR gates. But I really don't need these. I can actually take these out and just have, because it's either true or false. And I was going to just start ORing stuff together, but I don't need those, and I see that now. That's how it is. Sometimes you just size up, you're like, oh, I didn't need that. I'm gonna stop and restart. So I could actually just take these out, and I don't need them. And now I know that because I'm just looking at it. I wrote this really quick this morning and put it together. But what it does is it comes over here and it's a true or false state. And it says, is whatever output of this equal to a 1? If it is, it sends a 1 out. If it's equal to 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, it sends it out. If it's not equal to any of those, it sends out a 0 in every case. So what this is doing is checking to see if it's equal to any of these numbers right here. And if it's not, it sends a 0 right here. This would be a 0. And it goes right back. Just keeps going down. Here's 0, unless it's any of these numbers. And then it does the action in here, in this, depending on what is selected. I'll stop or restart. Okay, now that I'm back, this is what all this does. It builds an array. It takes each of these bits and puts them in order in the array, the way you want it in the array. 0 through 6, 0 through bit 6. It could be 0 through bit 31, which would be a 32-bit, or 0 through 63, which would be a 64-bit register. That's also is putting it in order. You can change all these around. You can swap bits if you wanted to. I have them in order for a reason. And here, again, it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. If you look at this, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 0. 0 is default. This is a while loop. It just keeps going in a circle. That's all it does, keep going in a circle. It just keeps going right back to this loop. It doesn't do anything unless I select something else. I'll stop and restart. Now, I stopped to restart for a second for a reason. RC Cola. Now, Kent Fondren, you're going to hate me for this. Somebody told me to go give Ronnie Cooper an RC Cola, and I didn't do it. And it's because his name was Ronnie Cooper. And I didn't know why until one day someone came and talked. I think it was Ken Fonda and said it. Somebody came and said Ronnie Cooper fled this area because after Ken Fonda's dad was killed, he said it's getting scary around here, man. They saw me riding with you. I was getting death threats and stuff. He didn't like, so Ronnie Cooper left. Now, Ronnie Cooper went somewhere. I don't know where he is. He had white hair after graduating. He graduated 1988. He gets to some town, and I'm going to stop and restart because I have 40 seconds. Okay, I restarted. Now, anyway, Ronnie Cooper gets to some town, wherever he's at. I don't know where Ronnie Cooper is, but a lot of people know him. He lived right here in Lone Grove. And Ronnie Cooper gets there, and some guy comes up, and he hands him an RC, and he goes, "How you doing, Mr. Cooper?" And Ronnie looked at him. He says, "I just want you to remember, I know who you are." He was a cop. I don't know where Ronnie Cooper is, but apparently everybody knows who Ronnie Cooper is, too. Just like Ken Fonda, and just like me, just like everybody's watching. Why doesn't somebody want to tell the truth? I mean, I know certain people have been arrested over and over again for no reason whatsoever, just because of their name. And some of those, they know who they are. I don't have to say their names. I don't want to get them in any further trouble than they're already in. And they didn't do nothing wrong. It's just law enforcement knows who they are, so they're torturing us. So somebody needs to stand up. I got to go. Bye.